everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm Fritz, awesome Fritz. I hope your day has been going splendidly so far. Currently 31 degrees and mostly cloudy here in the valley on this Sunday evening. Tonight, I'm going to do something a little different. No karaoke, no taste test. I'm going to take a trip down memory lane and I'm going to read some stories that I wrote when I was in 4th grade. Now, many moons have passed since that took place. I was doing some cleaning and came across this file folder. It has paperwork from when I was in 4th grade, vocabulary tests, spelling tests, math tests, reading comprehension, quizzes, essays. Yeah. And also certificate. Yeah. It's for excellent attendance during the 1996-1997 school year. There, I just aged myself by saying that. Yeah. All right, get comfortable, everybody. It's story time with Mr. Fritz. Full disclosure, the humor that I had when I was 10 is different than the humor that I have now as a 30-something-year-old fella. Story number 1. No title. It says here. Once upon a time, there was a cowboy named Cactus Bob. Now, Cactus Bob had a horse also named Bob. They roamed through the West, mainly in the deserts, where the cactus was really tall. Well, this is how our story came to be. Cactus Bob and his horse Bob got lost one day in the desert. They didn't know what to do. This went on for days and nights until one day they came upon a rabbit who was eating a carrot. Now, this carrot wasn't any ordinary carrot. Bob the horse could see it wasn't an ordinary carrot. So he asked the rabbit if he could see it. The rabbit said okay and let Bob the horse see it. Bob noticed that when he held it in his mouth, that he would turn a certain direction. So Bob the horse told Cactus Bob to hop on, and they followed that darn carrot right out of that darn desert. Now Cactus Bob and Bob have never gone anywhere without a carrot. The end. Now, years later, I would learn about a compass. So the carrot in this story was a euphemism for a compass. Yeah. Story number 2. No title, and there's no date stamp on this. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Jack who likes to play sports. He got all A's in class, so he could attend every practice. One day, he fell down and broke his leg. so he couldn't play sports for a while. After 2 months, he was able to play again. That happened when he was 13 years old. Now he is 50 years old. He will always remember that day. The end. That was a short story. Story number 3. This is the story of a man named Bill, a poor mountaineer who was no bigger than a windowsill. Now smoke and flame belched out of that mine, and everyone knew it was the end of the line for Bill. Big old Bill. Now the miners grabbed shovels and started back down into that mine when they heard a terrible rumble way down in the mine. Everyone knew it was the end of the line for Big Bill. The end. Now that sounds vaguely familiar, like that. I think that came from a song. Big John. That's it. That's the name of the song. Big John, Big John, Big Bad John. All I did was change the name from John to Bill, but it's pretty much the same uh, scenario, storyline. I don't know. I was only 10. I don't know. All right. Well, now it's time for a little poem here that I wrote in different shades of crayon. The title of this poem, oh yeah, is called Brown. Brown is the color of dirt. Brown is the color of bark on a tree. Brown is the color of a potato. Brown is the color of paint. Brown is the color of a teddy bear. Brown is the color of muddy water. Brown is the color of someone's eyes. Brown is the color of leaves. How's that, folks? Hey, this penmanship is atrocious. Thankful, Thankfully, my writing has improved a little bit since then. Okay, here's the prompt, and then here's my story in response to the writing prompt. An alien spaceship that looks like an eye is circling the Earth. You are an alien. Draw what you see. Write your thoughts about Earth. Okay. So I colored in the globe. I drew a purple house, and I colored the alien spaceship pink. Okay. So I wrote, from the alien ship, I saw water and I saw land. When I landed, the air smelled funny. The weather was cold and damp. There was no people where I landed. So I got back in my spaceship, and as I was leaving, I saw people coming out of their houses saying goodbye. The end. Oh, man. All right. Now, this particular story has a date on it. January 24th, 1997. Written by Adam. The name of the story is Fred's Adventure. All right, gather around, everybody. Get some popcorn out. Yeah, This is my serious voice. I'm not sure. Fred was in his bathroom looking at himself in the mirror. Suddenly, he saw a bird in the mirror telling him to come through the mirror. And so he went through the mirror. Now the boy was in a weird place. He looked around and saw a bird waiting for him. I told the bird my name, and he told me his name. His name was Joe. It was what? It was sunny and warm. Then we walked to a stream and met a fish. The fish told me his name, and his name was Black. He already knew the bird's name. We talked and talked, watching the water in the stream flowing by. Before long, it was time to go home. I asked Joe what they called this place, and he said it was called Prettyville. I waved goodbye and jumped back through the mirror, looking outside. I saw a rainbow. Then I fell asleep. The end. And the teacher wrote a note on here. She put a star and said, "Good story!" Exclamation mark. And then here's the front with my name in the crayon. And looks like I drew a sun and looks like a storm cloud passing by. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy, this is real riveting, isn't it, folks? Yeah, it's all right. I certainly had a dry sense of humor. Actually, I still do. Here's another reading prompt. Now, this one has a date on it of March 10th, 1997. So the prompt was, some people think dolphins can think. Write about what this dolphin is thinking as it does its tricks. So I colored in the dolphin and I put it underwater. Here, it looks like there's a pine tree. Maybe sagebrush. I don't know what that is, really. No, anyway, I wrote, the dolphin is thinking about what to do next. He's thinking to go down river. He wants to go down river so it could find food. He is not mine, but he comes to visit. He is very smart and nice. He likes to play and do tricks. His name is Mike. The end. Mike the dolphin. I know. Yeah. Well, what do you know? Hmm. Wow. Oh yeah, look at this. Here's a math test where I got 100%. Yeah. Oh, this one has a date May 6th, 1997. Ooh, it's long division. See, now kids, back then we couldn't use a calculator. We had to do things by hand. Long division. Paper and pencil. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Whoa. Yeah, that's bringing back memories. All right. Okay. One more story, everybody. I hope I'm not boring you with this dribble. Okay. Now, this story doesn't have a date on it, so I don't know exactly when I wrote it when I was in fourth grade, beginning of the school year, end of the school year, somewhere in the middle, somewhere between 1996 1997. So it's in that window. This story is called Bigfoot. Bigfoot is a large, hairy creature that stands over 8 feet tall, and he weighs around 400 pounds. He leaves footprints 14 inches long. Some people think he is part animal and part human. He looks like a huge ape, and he walks upright like a person. He lives in the mountains of Northern California, and he hides in thick forests. He disappears before he can be followed. Well, the end. Now, I don't know why I picked California instead of Oregon or Washington, because that would have been more logical, but hey, I was only 10, so give me a break, folks. uh, until next time, bye, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Safe travels if you're heading anywhere. If you enjoyed that, let me know, and I'll read some more stories from when I was in elementary school. Ta-da. Cheers, everybody. Peace out. Why did Ma start to laugh after she realized that she slapped the bear? That was the reading prompt. And I wrote, she laughed because the slap felt good to the bear. Oh my. Wow. I don't know. Uh-huh. What?